Paul, first of all, how do you assess that draw today?
We would have obviously wanted to win the game. I think most weeks or most games played out like that, you would win the game, but that wasn't to be. We didn't do the all-important part of putting the ball in the net. Some close shaves, but ultimately we have to get on the coach and that long journey home with only a point.
You made some changes obviously in the second half. Clifton moved back to right back. Was
Yeah.
that to try and get sort of more balls into the box?
Just a bit of energy. Look, I think Jordan, it looked like he was just feeling the pace a little bit, which is sort of understandable from where he was and coming into the team and training. He's done very well for us, but just to give us a bit more energy, that was the thought, and also get two wide players out there. But you know, it didn't quite come off. Keepers made a couple of really good saves. We've had one cleared off the line, but they obviously hit the post with the free kick just before half time and had a header towards the end of the game, which was a good opportunity. But again, overall, I think we should be winning that game. We haven't. We take the point. We're still in good form overall. It does feel like a bit of an opportunity missed, but at the same time, look at some of the other results, and you know, it's not the worst day that we're going to have. And we move on to obviously a really tough game now, Friday against Stockport.
Waterfall went down, came back. A bit of a tough cookie though, isn't he? How is he generally?
Yeah, I think he's fine by the looks of it, and chatting in there, so no problems. I think he came out the better in terms of blood at least. But yeah, I think we had a chance from that. Yeah, hopefully he's fine.
There's some strange results though today, some other results going your way in and around the table. How much does that happen, do you think, this stage of the season?
It does, because it gets to the point where there's a bit more pressure on teams, players, managers, whatever it is, and I think it's not only our division, it's across a lot of football. You look at it and you know, it's now you don't get too many second chances. You know, 7 games to go for ourselves and quite a few of the other teams. Some big games ahead, and you know, this is just if you need it. I certainly don't, but just a little reminder, it's not straightforward. I'd kind of tried saying that after last Saturday when everyone's, you know, as though we're going to win the league, which we know we're not, but that's kind of the vibes you're picking up, and your place in the playoffs is almost a formality, and that's certainly not the case. You know, we believe that we're good enough to get in there, but you've got to get the results and pick up the points required.
And you know, you've not got the 3 points today, but there is a 4-point gap between yourselves and 8th now. How much of a boost does that give you psychologically going into the final few games of the season?
Well, it is. I think they've got a couple of games on us still, but we have them to play at home in terms of Boreham Wood. But there's also, you know, Dagenham. That win today was a big win for them. They're still very much in the mix. Torquay, although they've got a bit of ground to make up, they're coming really strong, in really good form, and we've obviously got them to play at home. It's nice. I think if you ask those teams, they would swap positions with us, don't get me wrong, but this, like I said, there's still quite a bit of work to do.
Unchanged today, but can you see yourself rotating quite a bit between now and the end of the season with so many players available to you now?
I guess some of that will be determined on results, performance levels. You know, I think that certainly last week the lads and the performance deserved to go out onto the pitch again, and you know, in truth, quite a bit of it was good, like I said, but ultimately we haven't got the win. It's nice to have the option to change. I think I'll very much take it as it comes in terms of training and then games, but it's, like I say, it's nice to have those options.
And how much does it help? What do you say to the players in this situation with the experience you have, having won promotion out of this league with Town in the past? Yeah,
I mean, there's a few players in there as well that have won promotions and been involved in campaigns like this where lots to play for. I think it's trying to keep a cool head, not get too carried away, and you know, you let the fans kind of do that. But for me, it's important that you know, stay pretty level, and I know sometimes that can get criticised for being that, but that's my job. You got to try and make you know, decisions and not get sort of let your emotions run away with you. You know, as I said, 7 games to go, and think relatively calm about the situation, pleased with the squad that we have available, and I think we'll know a little bit more certainly after the next 2 games.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.